What is going on, guys? Joe Vach here, and finally, welcome back to another video. Sorry that I had not uploaded this week. Didn't upload Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but Thursday, today, we are finally uploading a video. I wanted to apologize again. As I posted in my community post, I recently went to day shift at my job, and it kind of screwed things up, my uploading schedule, and had to cook and taking care of the baby, a lot of things. So please forgive me. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded. I will do better next time something like this happens because we're going back to nights soon in another week. But as you see by the title of the video, this is something I wanted to talk about just because I thought it would be a good thing to talk about. And maybe it's going to turn some heads for some people that really haven't thought of life this way. I don't know what the title is going to be yet, but it's going to be something that you can understand, I think, fairly easily, or something that's going to be a pretty interesting video, I believe, to dive into it. Just got out of the shower. Please don't think my hair is greasy, because it's not. This is damp hair. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about life. I wanted to talk about what in life really matters. What in life is meaningful, what's not meaningful, what has purpose, what doesn't, and social ideas that have completely taken over the world. So right off the bat, I just wanted to say that I don't think everything is meaningless. Family and friends are meaningful. Girlfriend is meaningful. People are meaningful. What we do is meaningful, and it's good. Our good-natured acts and things that we do that are in our well-being, that are for good, for the good of humanity, good acts of kindness, good deeds, caring for our family, our friends, ourselves, and all these types of things are important. Giving back to people, that's all important. But I wanted to talk about the materialistic stuff. I wanted to talk about things that, as social ideas, my light just died. Aw. Let me adjust this. I wanted to talk about social ideas and things that we have constructed as people on this planet, that we have fabricated to believe that it's something that we should care for, or it's something that we should that we should think is meaningful because you have to, or something like that, you know. So family and friends and good deeds and good-natured things and people are important. You're important. I'm not saying that people are meaningless. I'm saying social ideas and ideas that we have constructed as people, that people believe are like the basis of what we should do and how we should behave and all this. I just sunk in my seat. You know, things that, there it goes again. Things that we have fabricated or created, social constructs that that people say we should believe, and people say that we should think is meaningful, really isn't. So one of the biggest things on planet Earth that people seem to think is important, and it's not so much that they always think it's important, but you know, it's money. You know, monetary values and monetary things, and materialistic, there's the word I was trying to look for. Materialistic things like cars or a nice house or nice clothes. We have been brought into a society and a world where we think all of that is necessary or all of that is good. Money is literally the root of all evil, and it is true. People wouldn't die as much, or if at all, if we got the money that we wanted, or, you know, there wouldn't be so much evil. People wouldn't rob banks or wouldn't steal from people if we had enough money for that. I just got something popped up on my phone. So, you know, cars, fancy cars, a fancy way of living, fancy food. We all have this idea, or it's been shoved in our head and really enforced in us, that that's purpose, that has purpose and that has meaning, when it doesn't. Your car, your clothes, what food you eat does not matter. Of course, the food you eat, like, to a degree, how being healthy matters, but, you know, being lavish with it, having lavish things, and having this predetermined output, this predetermined idea of things like that are good, like a fancy car, fancy house, because we see that as good. We see as getting a nice house or a car as being something rewarding and satisfying, and it is satisfying, but it doesn't bring any value or any sort of bettering to your life. If you can afford a cheap but nice, clean and whatnot house, you're fine. If you can afford a car that runs and you get the maintenance you need when you need it, that's all that matters. And even then, do we really as humans need cars? Sure, they're efficient, but we're destroying the planet with them. We think that using cars every day to get back and forth to work, to go to cities, to travel is good it's convenient for us because we're getting to places quicker. But for the planet, the sole thing that we are relying on for our natural resources, for the clothes on our back, for everything that has ever been created or invented on Earth is made out of materials from Earth. There is no foreign alien substance or thing from outer space we have pulled and created or invented something out of that wasn't from Earth. The fans we use, the oil that runs the oil that runs our cars, the gas that runs our cars, the clothes on our back, things that are I'm just looking around here, the plastic that things are made out of, metal, it's all from the Earth, and we take a lot of things for granted, and we think a lot of these things are purposeful when they're not. They're destroying the planet, and nothing with any monetary value will ever be important. Now, of course, charities, donating money to these charities and these hospitals, these organizations to fight cancer and things like that are of course good. But I'm sure we could have invented a way that didn't involve money to still advance in that aspect. And money is not important. It really isn't. If we could find some way why can't we just not donate money to any charity and just work as humans freely without any sort of monetary value behind it to advance cancer research and stuff? Why is it all about money? And it would be we've adapted so well to having this monetary system in our world that it would be impossible now to adapt to a society that is not influenced with money, trying to advance cancer research or trying to advance these researches about these diseases that people have that people don't know a lot about, or these research funds that people don't really, that are directed towards these diseases or these illnesses that people can't really, that people can't figure out what the heck it is. Maybe it would be better if we didn't have this money behind it. So, money is something that doesn't matter. It matters to us. It is a social construct that money is important because it puts the food on the table, the clothes on our back, roof above our head. But there are other ways that could be done without money. Say in an alternate universe, people that have adapted ways of living without money but still achieve these things that they want without money. That would be amazing. And it's possible, but we're too stubborn as humans. It is what it is. So the fancy car that you have, the Lamborghini, the Bugatti, whatever you have, the nice fancy mansion, is not only impractical. I mean, who's going to clean a mansion? You're made. You're spending more money just to have a big ego. Ego doesn't matter in the end of things. In life, what matters are family, friends, doing good. But none of this matters. Your ego and what other people think about you, and actors and actresses, the people matter. But the films they make or things of that nature, they don't matter. They really don't, and people just can't seem to accept that. A lot of people are ignorant about this, and so you look at the grand scheme of things, and you look on our planet, and we see Earth. By the way, size is all perception. By the way, of course, you probably know that. We see Earth as gigantic. To the Earth, if the Earth was conscious, it would see us as ants, or not even that, like microscopic beings. But we think we're important. We have values, and we love our family and friends, and we care about each other, and we do good things, so we think we're important. So the next time you step on an ant, or you kill a squirrel, or you kill something that maybe you shouldn't have killed, or you do something to something smaller than you, think about everything is just perception in this world and in this life. Earth is absolutely gigantic to us. The Earth is so tiny compared to the Sun. The Sun is so tiny compared to VY Canis Majoris, one of the largest stars ever, that makes the Sun on a computer screen look like a pixel when VY Canis Majoris takes up the whole screen. We see these things as huge, and then other things make us look microscopic, so the next time you do something to something smaller than you, think about what it might think or feel, if it can think or feel. That sounds crazy. That may sound a little bit lunatic, a little bit crazy, but really think about it. Think about how big you might feel, but then when I'm talking about perception and how big things are compared to us, we value our lives and stuff. Why can't we value something smaller just because it's smaller than us? That's something else. And but none of this in life, none of the social things in life really matter. Like the things that we do, going to college, high school. I mean, they're important to us because they further our education, and our education is furthered by this idea that you know you get smarter going to school. And of course, factually, statistically, you are getting smarter going to school, going to college. You're learning more. But again, we're learning about things that aren't really necessary, math or how to refine oil or all these things. I mean, they matter to an extent to keep us alive, the things that matter to keep us alive, but there's just a lot of things that really don't matter at all. You have to get your degree. It doesn't matter. Getting a college degree doesn't matter, or buying that car you wanted, or just a lot of things. And sorry if I'm pausing. I'm really trying to collect my thoughts on this, so forgive me if I take moments to think. But yeah, let me think for a second. I'll gather some more thoughts. Yeah, I mean, just there's so many things that we value because we think it's important, but that plaque on the wall that says you graduated from high school or college, or that you did this and earned this, doesn't matter in the scheme of things because it has no value and it's not furthering us. I mean, education furthers us, and again, in the social construct mindset, it's furthering us to get a job, when in an alternate universe we could just get those jobs without having a college degree. So having a college degree is something that humans made up. Because say in that alternate universe that I like to jump to, that I like to refer to, people are getting these jobs that they want without a college degree. We created these degrees and these things, these plaques that really have no meaning behind them other than to say, who's to say this guy has a suit and tie on and he's some representative for the college and he hands you this plaque. There is no biological thing that's going on that shifts your well-being, that tells you this will help you get a job. It's literally words on a plaque, and that's all it is and all it ever will be. And people are thinking that, again, it's important to go to college only because that's what we think is okay. That's what we think you should do to get better jobs and whatnot. While alternate universe, that's not needed. That's not necessary. You do all that work for 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years to get words that advance you to get better jobs, and skill that, saving lives. That's all important. I'm not saying the jobs aren't important, just the ways we go about things and the way we do things. There's a lot of things that are just social constructs, like law. I'm not saying the law is bad. I'm just saying at the end of the day, the law was made by people in suits that have no God-given force, like some entity that has forced this idea in us that these laws are the universal laws of man and women. That this law, you can't do this and this is wrong. Now, right and wrong, those are real things. You kill someone without a good reason, that's wrong. But again, what's wrong to someone might be right to someone else. So right and wrong's a perception too, and I'm just stating the facts. Not to say break any laws, you should never do that, but there are some laws out there that are silly. There are some laws in Britain that you wave this piece of carpet while you have this old school ruff around your neck or something, and you do it in front of the Queen's Palace, and it's considered treason or something like that. Just stupid stuff. And there was no God-given power that says this is the universal law of man and women. I mean, that's the Bible if you want to go by it, but these laws that the United States, that Congress has set in stone, these are universal. This applies to the universe, to outer space, to the cosmos, to everything, every being in existence. It's something we have created here on Earth by ourselves. We created it, no one else. And that's it. I mean, these cars, I know I jumped back to that. These things that are furnished for us, shelves and vehicles and houses and pools and kayaks and coffee mugs and all these things in life, they have meaning because they do, some things do good, but these materialistic things, they're not necessary to human life, to living. And, I mean, it's true. And let me gather up my thoughts again, and I'll get right back to you. Sorry, this is just a rambling video. I just wanted to ramble in this video a bit because I think it's kind of fun. So let me gather my thoughts again. Sorry for the pause too. Maybe that gives you time to reflect. Yeah. So I mean, that's really almost all I have to say. But we are just truly smaller than the term microscopic. These beings floating on this tiny, tiny, tiny grain of sand through the infinitely expanding and infinitely increasing speed of the cosmos. That's all we are. We are humans that are important, and our ideas are important to do good and to help people and to help other people. But if we're looking and we're being realistic at the standpoint, we're being realistic with ourselves. We truly are super small being. We're not insignificant, but it makes us look insignificant. You know how small we are, but we're not. So the next time you step on an ant, think about this. We are super small beings in this absolutely barbaric cosmos. This absolutely just crazy, just this huge cosmos, space, outer space universe that we're in. And our ideas are important, and we're important as people. But in the grand scheme of things, all this blows away. Everything in life withers away and dies. Your fame, being a celebrity, being famous, not for good. I'm talking about just regular fame, just ego. Because you did this movie, or you sneezed in this rag and it got sold for 50 grand because you're a celebrity and people are crazy over you. Things that don't matter, it will all blow away. So don't think that you're not important because this celebrity's doing this, or this person's doing this, or this person's a celebrity and they're so cool and all that. That's just a social idea. Them being cool because they're on a screen in the movies, when again, it's all altered, it's all digital, it's all CGI. They're in front of a camera, just being put in a movie theater for you to enjoy. I don't want you to ever think you're not important, because you are. But my point in this video is, in the grand scheme of things, everything that we do at the end of the day, despite the good, is meaningless. It truly is. And that's a fact. Again, I wanted to reiterate that loving your family and your friends and caring for them is important. Doing good is important, and all that. But playing video games and racing cars and doing all these things might be fun to us, but it has no life meaning. So what do you think? What do you think life is? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to keep on my schedule. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.